Good morning and welcome to the SSE SWALEC in Cardiff on day one of the first Ashes test between England and Australia. There is a little bit of rain in the air, however we are expecting that to clear and give us a full day's play. Throughout the day today, we're going to go around the ground and take you behind the scenes, speaking to everybody involved in putting together this test match. For the first time as well, we're going to be joined by supporters who travel from near and far as we put together Glamorgan's Ashes video diary. Hugh, I know you're having a busy morning, so thanks for joining us. The 8th of July 2015 is a date that you've been planning for and looking forward to for a long time. How do you feel this morning?
Yeah, it's been at least 9 months in the planning. We've met every week for 9 months, along with our partners, the Welsh Government, Cardiff City Council and ECB. And we're all really excited. I think we're well prepared and looking forward to what is an iconic sporting event.
Hugh, on Sunday or on Monday, all of the supporters, the teams and a lot of the media will leave Cardiff and leave Wales. What do you hope their memories and reflections are looking back on the test?
First and foremost, I really hope they've had a really enjoyable day. They've really enjoyed the ground, the entertainment that we put on. They've seen some great cricket and they want to come back to the SSE SWALEC. That would be a great achievement for us.
Hugh, big events like this, obviously you need to bring together teams from everything from hospitality to catering staff to ground staff to commercial and get them all working cohesively and working hard. How have you done that here at the SSE SWALEC?
I think in many regards it's very easy because when you have an event of this magnitude, everybody is really excited by it. Our vision at the club is to make Wales proud of what we do on the field and make Wales proud of what we do off the field. And I can think of no better occasion for us to do that than to host an Ashes test match here. The first Ashes test match of a great series. All the staff are really looking forward to it. They've put in many hours in recent months. They'll have 5 sleepless nights, obviously, over the next 5 days, but everybody's really looking forward to it and excited by it.
Dean, so welcome back to the SSE SWALEC. So you're going to be 12th man for England today. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came about?
Yeah, Hugh Morris, obviously the CEO and Director of Cricket Glamorgan, asked me about 10 days ago if I'd like to have the honour of covering the Ashes test for the first couple of days. If I wasn't in the championship team to face Derbyshire up at Chesterfield. So obviously it's a huge honour being 12th man at your home ground and obviously first day of the Ashes.
Great stuff, and obviously it's not the first time you've done it. You've taken part as 12th man a couple of times in the past. What's that been like?
Yeah, exciting. Bit nerve jangling, to be honest. There's some fantastic crowds in and around the country, so it's just a huge honour to carry on that sort of that way forward.
And certainly in either dressing room, you're going to be the man with the most experience playing at this pitch and bowling on this pitch. Do you expect a few questions from some of England's spinners this morning before we get underway?
I very much doubt that, to be honest. But if anyone would like to ask any questions, then I'm sort of open for a free Q&A up in the change room. But it's obviously a great experience doing the first couple of mornings of the Ashes test, and the boys will be hugely excited, a little bit of nerves, but be interesting to see what the pitch plays like.
Mike, you're a Glamorgan man through and through, and obviously you've been with the club this season. What does it mean to the club to host an event of this magnitude?
It is huge. Have the Ashes, whether we get it again or not, I don't know. But just to have the Ashes here today, the buzz around the city has been just amazing, and it's just a doff of the cap to everyone who's worked so hard at Glamorgan to get the Ashes here. More important to put on this event here today and over the next 4 days.
Mike, on a match day, we're used to your role analysing the action both for ourselves and on the away days for BBC Radio Wales. Will you be doing that today? Will you be looking at deliveries and criticising or complimenting shots, or are you going to relax a little bit more?
We'll call it relaxed. I'll be very relaxed in about 4 or 5 hours. I'm not relaxed now, but yeah, basically just having a good time, bit of fun, just taking it all in. No work today, just enjoying myself.
Well, you've had a look at the pitch, obviously, and good conditions overhead. We thought it might be a little bit overcast. What would you do first, winning a toss on this wicket?
Yes, it's a tough one, because I've looked at the forecast. I think it's just habit for playing cricket for so long. I'm a bit of a weather expert, but the weather's going to be good for the next 4 days. Today's a bit iffy this morning, but I just think I'd win the toss and bat and just back it so you have to score the runs and get them on the board now. But yeah, it's overcast. It might swing a bit. It might nip around a bit. I haven't seen the colour of the wicket at the moment, but I definitely bat first.
And obviously you're a man that a lot of England fans will want to speak to right now. You've got the inside info on Trevor Bayliss, a man you work very closely with for a number of years.
I have, yeah. I know TB, we call him very well. Good man. And I'm sure at this very time he'll be quite nervous, because before a game he sort of sits still and gets a bit nervous, but he's a good a good bloke, and he'll do very well for the English team.
And of course, a couple of those Sixers lads have broken into this Australia setup now, namely Mitch Starc and Josh Hazelwood. How do you expect those boys to cope over here in probably slightly damper, more overcast conditions than you're used to down under?
Yeah, well, I've heard from the pubs here that the pitch is going to be very slow and low. So I think the fact that Josh Hazelwood and Mitch are very tall going to give them a bit of an advantage, because obviously they'll be able to get it up a bit on the low wicket. But they'll go very well, and they're both very good boys.
Michael Shane, welcome to the SSE SWALEC. Big day today, and a couple of big cricketers amongst the fans here outside the main gate.
Absolutely, we're the 12th men today.
Yeah, we're the biggest cricketers known to man. Unfortunately, we can't really fit in, so we're not going to do much cricket today.
I don't know why we didn't make the first 11, but it's good to be in the 12, you know. I'm just really happy. My mum is too.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and smuggle you in once the game starts, presumably, just sneak you into that dugout and see if you can maybe knock off one of the bowlers further down the order and get yourself a game today.
Absolutely,
That's the
cracking plan. And you know what? Stealth is our middle name. We blend in, don't we? Look at us. We just blend in. Nobody is looking at us. Do you ever get the impression that people are looking at you?
Only a little bit, yeah.
Tim Fraser, welcome to sunny Wales. Thanks for making the trip over. You've been here about a week now. How are you finding the UK so far?
Not too bad, except the weather. Yeah, it's good for the middle of summer, isn't it?
I thought you told me you'd been here before. You must be used to this.
Yeah, I'm used to it. Yeah. Not expecting high weather for the weather, but looking forward to the cricket.
And you guys have come over from Melbourne, that's right?
Yeah, correct, mate. Yep.
And the big rugby league game of no interest to you this morning, man, at all. It's all about the cricket. What do you expect to happen in this Test match?
I think with England winning the toss and batting, the Aussies will attack the pegs pretty early and try and get a couple of early wickets. I think the Aussies will have a good day today. The ball will be swinging around, and they've got a really strong bowling attack, so they'll do well.
Obviously, last series down under 18 months ago, Mitchell Johnson was the star. Who do you think is going to do it for you this time round?
Yeah, I think Mitchell Starc might be the one to go to now. He bowled so well in the World Cup. It was with a white ball, but it'd be good to see what he's got with the red ball.
Just in case it doesn't go too well for you, boys, you are on the wrong end of a result here. You obviously got a few days in Cardiff now, nice hotel and a few nights out, presumably.
That's definitely the plan. And we've met a few of the locals who are looking after us. So now we're here for obviously a good time, a bit of cricket, but also meet a few of the locals and enjoy a few beers.
Joined by Brad and Sarah, who for now are still on speaking terms. Brad, quite an even session that first one, or is that the Englishman in me thinking that?
Oh no, it was a great session. It's probably evenly poised. England sort of got on top at the end there towards lunch, but I'm looking forward to the next session.
Okay, and of course you're with us for 2 days, so 45 more sessions of this. How are you finding the game so far?
Yeah, it's better than I thought.
And the atmosphere in the ground's been incredible, so obviously full capacity today, 16,000 people. Has it been quite lively where you were, or was it quite subdued at the start?
It's getting better.
Okay. Yeah, the guy with the trumpet turned up after drinks, so there's been a bit more noise since then.
Great stuff, and you guys, you're over here for 4 months and continuing to stay over here, so in that time, England have improved somewhat, haven't they? When you first arrived and booked these tickets, you'd have thought you were coming to see a start of a whitewash, but are you still thinking that, or have we impressed you against New Zealand?
Oh, look, Australia's been in form as well, sort of against West Indies, but certainly England showed some great form in the 1 days against New Zealand, and yeah, it should be an even contest. I'm looking forward to it.
Just one last question. Obviously, these series are often dominated by one man, be it a batsman like Alistair Cook all those years ago or Mitchell Johnson last time out. I'll come to both of you. Who do you think is going to be the difference between the two sides?
I have no idea.
I've given you an easy question. You can pick any player you want. Lunch break on day one. Joe, Yori, thanks for joining us. 2 England fans. How do you think that went as a morning session?
Yeah, it was all right. Didn't start too well, but I think Root got us back in the game. Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah, it certainly was a good innings with him digging in there. And what sort of target do you think England might want to look at by the close of play today, provided they're still all there?
I think anywhere above 300 will be good. I don't think it'll be hard to defend anything below 300 really, and I think the Aussies will gain momentum if we're anywhere below 300.
I know you guys are sat in separate parts of the stand, but what's the atmosphere like? What is the atmosphere like where you are?
Well, in the pavilion, yeah, it's a great atmosphere. Obviously, it's not the same by the Barmy Army in the grandstand, but it's still really good. Yeah.
So talk to me about the Barmy Army in the grandstand. Are they in good voice this morning despite the 3 wickets?
Yeah, well, they brought the trumpet out in the end, so that got the crowd lifted. But yeah, they're really fun, yeah.
Okay, Charlotte, Lauren, all the way from Western Australia, notoriously hot over there. How are you finding the Cardiff weather today?
Not very nice. Prefer our Perth weather, much nicer, although it can be a bit hot.
And you're proudly sporting the Perth Scorchers shirt today. I presume you're a Scorchers fan as well. Just for one Scorchers player in the side, not two today.
Yeah, just Voges, no Sean Marsh. I would like to say I'm a Scorchers fan a little bit, but I'm more a Notts fan really.
Okay. And so talk to me about Voges then. So he's been in and out of this squad and he's obviously scoring runs for Western Australia domestically, forced his way back in. What do you think he can do to England on a pitch like this?
I think he's played a lot in England, a lot of county cricket, so hopefully he can use his experience in that to score plenty of runs, and I'm hoping to see him get 100 tomorrow.
Jenny, you and Wonderbrass have just finished your second session of the day there, so really great to have you opening up on day one here at the Ashes. How was it for you guys?
Oh, it's been brilliant, especially now the sun's come out. It's been a really nice day.
It was a little bit hazy this morning, wasn't it? And we thought that you might end up playing to a lot of dredgy people and umbrellas, but it's picked up. How was the afternoon session for you?
Yeah, we really enjoyed it. People seem to be a little bit more upbeat, a little bit enjoying themselves. I think England are winning, so we're all doing really well.